that's how it looks. It is not touching the fairing, so there is quite some gap over there, so you need not worry about it touching the fairing, but this is a must have on RS457. So I'm planning to install this mudguard extender somewhere over here like this. I have mounted the nuts bolts from this side and the nut is inside. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as I already spoke about the issue with the front mudguard of RS457, because it is very short, it throws a lot of mud on the radiator and it comes onto the meter console as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a small modification with the front mudguard. For that I have purchased a mudguard extender. This is a generic mudguard extender which I have purchased from Amazon. So this costed me around 590 rupees. I'll put the link of this mudguard extender in the description section down below, so that if you are interested to buy this mudguard extender, you can buy it from Amazon. So let's get started with this video and let's install this mudguard extender on my RS457. Because the mudguard ends over here, it's very short, and this is the reason why all the mud and dirt goes inside the radiator. So I'm planning to install this mudguard somewhere over here like this, so it will extend till here, and for that I'll have to first remove the stock mudguard and drill 3 holes in this according to the holes on the mudguard. To remove 3 screws each side in order to take the mudguard out. So you can see the mudguard is very short. The front part of it is long, but the rear part is very short. This is where the mudguard is lacking. So I'm planning to install this mudguard extender somewhere over here like this, and if I show you from inside, it will be installed here. I'm not using these 3 holes which are already provided. I'm making 3 different holes on this mudguard extender over here, because this is not coming in handy when I'm mounting it on that, so I'm making new holes. According to these 3 new holes, I have made small markings over here, and I am going to put the hole on the original mudguard in order to attach it. So these are the new 3 holes, and it will be matched onto this hole. All 3 of the holes match. Now I just have to put the nuts. So these are the 3 nuts that I have finalized. I'll put spacer in between. The size of the nut is small because I didn't want to let the nut touch the tire, because tire trigger is very close to the tire, so I have used very small nuts for this. Mounted the nuts bolts from this side, and the nut is inside. You can see the nut is all of smaller size, so it will not touch the tire. Now it's time to lock it completely. The mudguard is finally installed, and you can see this is the mudguard position, and from here it is extending. Can you see the bolt there? It is mounted there, and from there it extends all the way up till here, and this is how it looks. So now it should protect easily from the dirt and mud from going into the radiator. I'll show it to you from the other side. From here also you can see the extended mudguard, and there's the nut. That's how it looks. It is not touching the fairing, so there is quite some gap over there, so you need not worry about it touching the fairing. But this is a must have on RS457 in the rainy season at least. So I'll give you a review of how it performs once I ride it in heavy rain, and that will come up in the following videos. So that's it about this video. I hope you found this video helpful. If yes, do give the thumbs up button and consider subscribing my channel. With that, I will sign off from this video, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.